Let's step down to St. Charles, Missouri to see the innovations at Nike Air Manufacture and Innovation right here in Missouri.
Nike has been the total package for me.
It's a very cool place to work.
Once you get on the floor, game on.
The people that work here are absolutely fantastic. Everybody supports one another.
Here, we're making mass production of air to go into the shoe.
A lot of people don't realize there's air inside of Kyrie's, LeBron's, Air Force Ones. Air is in shoes that you can't see.
Oh, it's amazing. When you watch an NBA game and you watch LeBron do something, you're like, ha, those are from us, right?
That air bubble that you don't see, I helped make that.
It just brings chills up my arm just to kind of walk down the line and you see that we're making air units that you know at some point there's going to be on a little kid's shoe or somebody's most prized possession. It feels good.
And we engage everybody we can to make sure that we can drive innovation through our people and our processes.
Even if something is going well, we're always looking at how can we make it better.
Improving not only what we're doing from a safety perspective, but also what we're doing from an environmental sustainability perspective.
I think the culture of inclusion is the basis for what we have success on top of.
You're able to pull different people from wherever they are, whoever they are, and you're able to get different thought processes and different ideals from everyone.
Everyone brings something different. Everybody steps up and has a voice.
You feel supported on a daily basis, and you have individuals who actually truly care about you and care about not only you, but the work you do.
I'm allowed to fail. I'm allowed to ask questions. I'm allowed to say, hey, I just don't understand. But what I can do if I don't understand, someone will be right there and help me.
People are willing to help you out, guide you from the process from day one.
Nike supports every growth aspiration that an employee could have.
We've got the whole Nike U, right? That gives you the opportunity to learn communication styles, to learn leadership styles, time management. We have that for you.
If you spend some time doing a volunteer activity, Nike contributes to that activity as well.
Recently, they introduced a Lane 4 program with the University of Memphis.
I can go in, I can sign up for classes, and I don't have to pay anything out of pocket, and Nike reimburses the school for my time there.
My favorite part is community investments. Actually going out into the community, putting backpacks on kids, feeding the homeless, improving the quality of life.
It's a beautiful thing when you can go to your manager and say, hey, I want to work on this. And they're open and honest with you and say, okay, I'll set that up and get right on it.
They've got a basketball court. We've got a place to work out, lift weights, run on the treadmills, like hop on the rower in between meetings.
There's so much to do. There's so many people to meet.
I'm happy. I want to come to work. I think we're doing a really great job by just keeping people first.
They value you. They're here for you. You will never get another experience within a manufacturing building. This is the place to be.
And now we're going right into the factory floor with Colette and her team from Nike in St. Charles. Colette, thank you so much for joining us again at Manufacturing Day. Love the kicks behind your screen. Go ahead and unmute. I think you're still muted there.
There we go.
Hey,
so,
we're there.
Yeah, so thanks for having us. We just love participating in Manufacturing Day. And as you can see, got a whole new team of folks with us here this year. Hope you love that video every time I see it. I just love it. So just welcome. And my name is Colette Hosey, and I am the Director of Production and Operations at Nike Air Manufacturing Innovation, also known as Air MI. I'm coming to you live from our facility in St. Charles. At Nike, we are accelerating a culture of innovation through footwear that we design. Here in St. Charles, we actually develop, engineer, and manufacture the air in your Nike shoes. Our facility produces over 5 million pairs of airbags in a year. We create this tough but very flexible pressurized airbag that give athletes like LeBron James, Serena Williams, and you the sensation of walking on air. AirMI has been making air in the St. Charles community, forget this, more than 30 years. Today, we have over 800 teammates working in the facility, And it's a huge team working together to make AirMI successful. I'm just going to run through a few of those positions that help us become successful. We have to have people who design and make the product. Those are our designers and engineers. People who operate the machine. Those are our teammates in production. We have quality engineers. Those are the folks that test the product to make sure it's 100% excellent. We also have maintenance. They make sure that our machines are running in top condition. We have people that focus on keeping the people and the facility safe. That is our environmental health and safety and security teams. We have people who procure raw materials and manage our warehouse. That's our planning and logistics teams. And then we have other areas such as production management, human resources, technology, and finance. They all help manage our people and run the business. You can see it takes a lot of people from different skill sets to make a successful manufacturing business. Now I'm going to share just a little bit about my background. I am a native of St. Louis, and I have a manufacturing engineering degree from Missouri, University of Missouri S&T, and I have a master's in business from University of Dallas. I started my career as a manufacturing engineer at Harley-Davidson, and now I have nearly 27 years of manufacturing experience with a variety of companies, including Harley, Texas Instruments, and Tiffany & Company. As a production director, as a production director, I lead one of 3 manufacturing platforms with Nike AirMi. My focus is people development and managing a lean manufacturing team. This means I help my team produce high quality airbags on time for our customers. As you can see my background, it shows the Air Max 270. That's now my favorite shoe. I love its versatility. It's great for everyday use, long walks, and even tough workouts. I'm proud to be on our Nike team, but more importantly, I'm proud to have teammates like the ones you're about to meet. So with all of that being said, I'm going to hand over to a few of our leaders to share more about their backgrounds, their favorite shoes, and what they do at AirMi. So Kimberly, take it away.
Thank you, Colette. Good morning. My name is Kimberly Pape, and I'm the Production Planning Manager for Nike AirMi here in St. Charles. My favorite shoe to wear is the VaporMax Plus because the airbag is so comfortable to walk in all day. My favorite family of shoes, though, are the Fly shoes. I'm fascinated by the technology and innovation that goes into making shoes that can accommodate a diverse group of abilities. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry from the University of Missouri, Columbia. Go Tigers! And I also maintain a professional certification in production and inventory management from the Association of Supply Chain Management. I've been with Nike for 5.5 years, with roughly 20 plus years prior experience in pharmaceutical manufacturing, large-scale academic research, including working on the Human Genome Project, and various levels of management. My role as manufacturing planning manager involves understanding customer demand. This means, what shoes do we think people want to buy, and when will they buy them? We match this demand with our manufacturing capabilities. For example, what airbags should we make? How many do we need to make? How many people will we need to make those airbags? And what materials will we need? Once we answer those questions, my team makes a manufacturing schedule to ensure that the products are available for when people are ready to buy them. One of the reasons I love my job at Nike is that I have a high-level view of the entire business. I love the challenge of figuring out how to make the detailed scheduling pieces fit together in a way that makes sense for all groups to execute the plan successfully. It's kind of like a game of Tetris. My daily job is similar to solving a giant puzzle with constant moving pieces and figuring out which path the team should take to win the game. Now, I'd like to introduce you to my teammate, Charlotte.
Thank you so much, Kimberly. Good morning, everyone. My name is Charlotte Clay, and I am the Operations and Logistics Manager here at Nike AirMi. I'm basically responsible for getting raw materials such as our plastic regrind and fabric materials inside the 4 walls of our facility, which make the airbags that are transported out of the facility to our overseas partners to be added to our Nike shoes. It's all about the air in our airbags, which we like to call our secret sauce. And just so you know, 50% of our shoes have airbags in them. Some of the airbags are actually invisible, like our Jordans, our Kobe's, and our LeBrons. I'm also responsible for managing all of our inventories in addition to executing other lean initiatives that drive operational excellence. My favorite shoe is the Jordan Retro 11 because it's so sleek looking and the patent leather shine makes it extremely sophisticated, allowing you to wear it either dressy or casual. I have a bachelor's of science in business administration, along with a retail concentration from Fontbonne University, along with my graduate degree in business administration, also from Fontbonne University. I will be with Nike 5 years this month, but I have 20 plus years of experience in operations and logistics and supply chain. In addition to my job at Nike, I'm involved in the Nike community and our employee networks. I love serving on these networks because it's Nike's way of connecting with our employees and our employee based community. Now, I would like to introduce you to my teammate, Alan.
Thanks, Charlotte. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. My name is Alan Boston, and I have the privilege to serve as the Quality Assurance Director here in St. Charles. In St. Charles, quality assurance's role within Nike MI is to ensure both our internal and external customers' expectations are met through the processes and procedures of our quality management system. In simple terms, we do all of our quality checks and testing so that when you buy your new pair of Nikes, you are completely satisfied. I've been with Nike for almost 4 years now, and I'm originally from North Carolina. I have a degree in textile polymer chemistry from North Carolina State University. While in school, I also co-opted in order to help gain experience as to what it would be like to work in manufacturing. After school and prior to Nike, I had approximately 18 years in the performance textile and automotive industries. My favorite shoe is Air Max 270 simply because it is super comfy. Quality assurance has always been important to me because at its core, it's about striving for perfection for both yourself and the teams I had the privilege to work with. And while that can be challenging and difficult at times, I think by working together, we can achieve excellence along the way. The quality assurance team's primary goal at Nike is to ensure we deliver perfect product to you through the use of various quality concepts and tools while also driving internal improvement. Leadership, critical thinking, problem solving, time management, and empathy are great skills to have. Now, I would like to introduce my teammate, Will. Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much, Alan. Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Will Carr, and I serve as one of 3 production directors here at our St. Charles facility, where I lead, guide, and direct the extrusion business. Extrusion is the process of melting plastic and reform into sheets or specific forms. Specifically, I help manage and lead the team to make customized plastics, which we use to make air for Nike shoes. Now, my favorite shoes are Air Force Ones because they're crispy and cool. Who doesn't like to be crispy and cool? And also Nike Air Zoom Pegasus because they're like walking on air. They're that comfortable. Now, any Nike airbag is made with customized plastics from my department, so I feel a connection with all airbag products with Nike. I've been with Nike since December of 2019, but I've been working in manufacturing 20 plus years. I have multiple degrees, both in engineering and at the graduate level, but I love leading people and directing Nike's brand goals and objectives. I've learned various business, people, and leadership skills throughout my career. I spent a lot of years as a major in the United States Marine Corps and government services like the FBI and State Department, to name a few. I use these skills every day in manufacturing. Critical thinking is one of the most important. After leaving the government services, I started as a production supervisor within the manufacturing industry. I worked to understand the business, the people, and develop myself as a leader within the supply chain function and slowly start to gain momentum and promotions of increased responsibility. Production is critical to Nike Air since, as you've seen in the video that Colette showed, there is no Nike Air without us. The customized plastic that my department produces is at the very heart of the manufacturing processes. The best part of being in air manufacturing, well, that's easy. Besides the people, it's always changing and challenging you at the same time. We get to push the boundaries in our air technology to serve the future of athletes and the sport, and we get to do lots of problem solving, always looking for the best processes to drive the best results. We also have an empower focus. Hey, Will, what's empower? Thank you for asking. Empower are people first programs and systems that focus on excellence across both people, process, and performance that allows us to unleash the full potential of our teams, to focus on continuous improvement, and to drive efficiency and effectiveness. Thank you all for joining us today and allowing us to participate. I'm going to hand it back over to Colette for any questions. Colette, back to you.
Hey, Colette. Great job all around. Always good to see the team. And I think Will is our third year running in the All-Star of this. And I think I saw him working out on the floor there in the gym. So yeah, I got a couple questions. I got a couple questions for you. So Sydney, one of our students, asked, what is the best part of working at Nike?
Oh my gosh, I'm going to go with a comment that Will made. It's the people. I mean, manufacturing it comes in one way, it goes out another way. But the people, especially at Nike, and the culture of caring for people and working together, it hands down is certainly the best company I've worked for or worked with.
Fantastic. Good question and great answer. And I'd say so. I mean, you guys are all fantastic people that we've been able to work with. A couple other questions. Barnwell Middle School in St. Charles asks, right in your home court, does St. Charles location manufacture shoes without airbags?
Actually, our bread and butter is air. We all do is air. So yes, there are many shoes. About 50% of the shoes are produced without air, but we're not a part of that. We are the makers of air.
Excellent. Good question, Barnwell. Westville Middletown R1. What is the role of AI in your day-to-day operations and in the future? Wow, great question.
That is an awesome question. And I just learned this. I couldn't wait for this question. So our definition of AI is we are all in. So now we don't use the AI technology in our manufacturing process. Not to say that it won't be a part of it in the future, but right now it's all of us. It's, again, it's the old-fashioned manufacturing machines, ingenuity, innovation, and people.
Excellent. Excellent. And then a couple other questions. Northwestern R1, Mr. Burns class asks, what is the newest Nike shoe released?
Ooh, I don't know if I can tell you that.
It's still top secret.
Right. Sometimes we don't even know what those next releases are. So I wish I knew the answer, but I'd hate to make something up and then you go Google it and find something else out.
Okay. I think we got one last question that we got to zoom on out. Mrs. Richard, this is a tough one. Mrs. Richardson's sophomore class in North Platte High School asks, how much is the base cost to create a pair of shoes?
Ooh, that's another one.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And honestly, I'll be very honest. A lot of companies don't necessarily reveal those base costs because, that has a lot to do with our manufacturing costs, our profitability, and everything. So I will say that what we do is very highly specialized. It doesn't take, Will's part takes quite a bit of ingenuity, a lot of secret sauce, like Charlotte alluded to. But yeah, so the base cost is probably not the most expensive piece of the shoe, but it's certainly up there.
Okay. And then last question, I promise. Mrs. Yoko's class in Chillicothe asks, what do you see as the biggest challenge that will happen in manufacturing over the next 5 to 10 years that students should be ready for?
Honestly, I would think the biggest challenge is probably some of the challenges that Kimberly and Charlotte talked about, and that's our supply chain. When you think about the supply chain and raw materials, getting things to where they need to be on time, with everything that's happening in the world, just managing those type of duties or those type of responsibilities makes it a little more difficult for manufacturing facilities to operate. Doesn't make it impossible. It takes some creativity and some patience in working through those challenges. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, no, great answer. And we're seeing that across the board with just about every manufacturer in the state of Missouri is there's still the constraints on supply chain. And even though it's gotten a lot better since COVID, it's still not the best.
Yes, exactly.
Well, hey, Colette and everybody there at Nike Air, thank you so much. Really appreciate you being a part of Manufacturer Day once again. And I know my next pair of shoes coming from your facility there in St. Charles.
We appreciate it. Absolutely. Thanks for having us.